Pisces. Pisces, dealing with a Pisces in your chart, cross-watcher, whatever brought you here, welcome to this general reading for the energy of Pisces for 11 till 18 March. If you are here, there's a message here for you. Nothing happens by coincidence. So if you are here, there's a message for you. Open your heart to receive. So in this reading, we are going to take a look at the growth opportunities or the challenges that you are facing at the moment. Then I'm going to draw for you energies for your recent past, current energy, future, where you are going. Clarify and stick around till the end, because at the end I'm going to draw for you a message from the universe. All right. So beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. With my beautiful spiritual team that call themselves Smile, and with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. All right. So Pisces, I feel like there's a lot going on here for you. You're coming out of your shell in a way, in quite a powerful way. Got your 4 cards here, and so 4 is all about stability, Pisces. And this is about your growth opportunities. This is about your challenges. So there is the Knight of Wands and there is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? So the Knight of Wands, it's I feel that you are ready for you are ready for a, let's call it a better, a more personally fulfilling, a more uplifting, a more respectful personal relationship with yourself and with others and with life. You know, Pisces, you may have been feeling that you were the doormat for too many people, that you were the solution for everybody else's problems, that when somebody needs you, they know where you are, and when they no longer need you, they really can't, you know, be bothered at all. And I feel that you've come out of that where this is what's coming up, so this is just what I'm going to say. But it's almost like a doormat with class, you know. So I suppose even like, listen, if I'm going to be a doormat, I'm going to choose who I'm going to be a doormat for, type of thing. But really it's about choosing who you're going to serve, you know, who you're going to be there for, who you're going to allow, let's put on some light, you know, who you're going to allow in your space. And by space, I mean in your heart, in your feelings, in your emotions. Who you're going to give your energies to. So I do see that there's quite a recalibration that's taking place there for you with that. And it might just be that you realize that you were giving your, you were giving your energy to the wrong people. So that's almost like an energy drain, that drainage that sort of takes place over there. Because it's like throwing your emotions and your good intentions into a deep pit of, you know, unappreciation, really. And it can be very, very difficult when we realize that initially. But once you realize it and you can say to yourself, I'm no longer willing to do this, then you can sort of put yourself in a very different path. And if you are ready to live a much more fulfilling experience of life, if you are ready to live the kind of life that just makes your heart smile, Pisces, and to call all of the universe to come on board, to serve the greatest good of all, yourself included, then go ahead, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, Pisces, and say yes to it. And as you are breathing out, have the willingness to release all of that which is holding you back. Known and unknown, karmic, generational, everything. Okay? You might be challenged by money, you might be challenged by breakthroughs, you might have some difficulty there with the Ace of Pentacles, just believing other people, you know, believing that people might have your best intentions at the heart. You in the space, Pisces, where you may have been so much at the brunt of everybody's bullshit for such a long period of time that it's hard for you to trust people. You know, it's hard for you to believe that people's got good intentions, basically. Okay? But I also see you healing from that, because you've got the 8 of Wands over here as well as the 3 of Wands, which is beautiful. So this is a space where it's like you've tried so hard and so hard and so hard that nothing was working. So you just got to a point where you say, well, like, enough is enough. Not going to do that any longer. Had enough. Not going to do it anymore. That is it. All right? And I see from that, you actually started to really change your energy. So that sort of like magnetic energy that draws things into your life, you've really changed and shifted that. And because you've changed that, Pisces, there are very different energies that are now open to come into your life. And you don't have to go to it. It will come to you. All right? So what you are seeking, what you are desiring, what you are hoping for, my beautiful Pisces, it will come to you. All right? So when we shift our energy, we shift everything. And remember, we create our own experience of life. So when you change the inner dialogue, the outer expression, it's got to change. You know, it's like a subsequent thing. It has to change. All right? It has to match the inner world. Let's see what we have here for you for past influences. So Queen of Pentacles popped out right away. Hello. Are we awake? Did you have a nice nap? Come. Sit here. Okay? So Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So things definitely started to shift and change there for you. So that change in mindset really served you quite well. I do see, I want to take a look at the current energy, but in the past energy, so the shift, it's been a challenging shift. It's been a difficult shift for you. Difficult shift to deal with, but a positive shift though, nonetheless. Things changing in your favor, money, resources, people, too many cards. Let's get one more. Nine of Swords. So you had to step away from a situation, from an energy, from a person, from an agreement, from a relationship that was just no longer serving your energy. It was no longer serving you positively. Okay? It's almost like by staying, you may have, it's really very much like when we stay in a space like this, we really disrespect ourselves. And then again, subsequently, things, you know, sort of like don't really work out really, really well. But I definitely see that things have changed for you. I definitely see that things have shifted for you in a very good direction, in a very positive direction. There's been a lot of tears that have been cried, a lot of emotions rather that have been felt. But this is what I like about that. Whereas a lot of times, Pisces, you might be feeling the emotions very, very strong, but it sort of like keeps on taking you, you know, in that repetitive sort of cycle, really. This is a space where the emotions have been felt, but they've sort of been processed. So maybe you've been keeping things for yourself for the longest time. You know, maybe again, you've been willing to be that doormat for the longest time. Not so much willing, but more, I can almost say gracefully accepting of it, you know. Not wanting to be the one that's sort of like rocked the boat and stuff like that. And I can see you got to a point where you just got completely tired of it. It just drained you too much. You're no longer willing to do that. And that is typically when we go to a next level. Okay? Let's look at your current space. Oh. Okay, so two cards came out. These are too many cards, but this one's sticking out. Oh, yay. I love it. Sorry. So for your current space, you have got the Three of Hearts, or the Three of Swords rather, sorry. The Three of Swords, it's a sword through the heart. The Three of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Your heart might also be ready to experience much more beautiful connections and relationships. Okay? You are ready for new, you are ready for more. Your period of healing is done. Alright? And the thing with your energy, Pisces, like you'd even see like we're in the age of Aquarius now, and we were in the age of Pisces previously, you know, and you can see in that previous age, you know, there's a lot of funky things that happened in the world, a lot of things that felt very unfair, you know. There were wars and there were revolutions and there was famine and all these really horrible things that may have affected you so strongly, and you may have been in a space where you felt like nobody is seeing what you are seeing. You know, nobody seems to care. But of course now the world is waking up, and you know, they sort of like very proactively, you know, people are standing up and saying, we're not going to stand for that anymore. We're not going to let it be anymore. We're not going to allow that anymore. You know, whether it's happening to me, whether it's happening to people over there, we're just not going to allow that anymore. And, you know, and so for you, that is the same thing where you would just got to a space in your personal life and you say, I'm just not going to be like this anymore, and I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to speak up for myself. And I'm saying to you, good going, You're going on a whole new path and you are fully deserving of it, all right? Going on a whole new path, you are fully deserving of it. Lots and lots of success there with the Wheel of Fortune. Positive Jupiter energy for you going forward. My beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Lots of amazing things for you to look forward to. Lots of amazing things. Okay. Let's see what we have for you for the energy going forward. And if you are interested in positively growing and embarking on positive growth, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, go ahead and check out the links for my online courses. The links are in the description. All of them, the first couple of lessons are free, so you can check them out. But they all really focus on personal growth, spiritual growth, psychic growth, to positively propel you forward in life. Energy going forward, yes. Oh. Hallelujah. You've got the 8 of, like really, you have got me shouting, hallelujah. You've got the 8 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. Which reminds me of that beautiful song, hallelujah, hallelujah. All right, going towards more. The 8 of Cups is about going towards more. And it's a powerful way of going towards more because it's about understanding your worth. It's about understanding your value. It's about understanding, what is due to you in life. So, whereas a lot of times before, you would have said, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to be the one to rock the boat. It's okay. It's all right. I'll just sit here by myself and feel bad. You got to a point where you went like, hell to the no, fuck the shit. I'm not going to do it. Good for you. Very good for you. I see you focusing in the future in a very different direction. You might need to go at a part of life here for by your own strength for a while, maybe on your own for a while. But I do feel that especially with your energy, because you are so easily influenced by other people, because you've got such a beautiful, pure heart and you feel other people's energy so profoundly, often mistaking it as your own. So that's a good question to ask, is this my energy or someone else's? That it almost feels like it's necessary for you, to embark on this personal journey, all right? It's necessary for you to embark on this personal journey, and it's beneficial to you to sort of do it on your own strength. Now, it doesn't mean that there's not help and support for you, because there is the most beautiful help and support for you, my beautiful Pisces. Beautiful soul families, soul connections. In actual fact, you may feel way more support now than you have actually felt previously. All right. And again, if it resonates with you, place your hand on your heart and say yes to the highest good. All right. If you've got a powerful story to share, if you want to share with others how you made it through difficult stages, go ahead and place it in the comments and share, but keep the comments clean. Okay. Let's not be nasty to each other. All right. Pisces, let's clarify your recent past. You are stepping away from so much because there is so much that just wasn't working for you, and it kind of felt like it became like this unspoken agreement, I can almost say, that you are the one that's challenged, you are the one that's suffering, you are the one that must do this. And you got to a point where you went like, nah, and good for you. All right. Let's look at that recent past energy there for you, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Emperor energy. And it's interesting because the word that I got with this card, even before I looked at it, was the World. So, and the World, of course, is that last sort of card, in the major arcana of tarot, the end of a cycle, new beginnings, and the Emperor is all about new beginnings. It is about you holding all the cards. It got to a point where I felt that whereas you almost felt like at the whims of other people previously, I can feel that you got to this point where you really stepped into your power, and one of the powerful things that you did is by deciding what it is that you no longer want to do and processing their emotions, that you decided what you want the end goal to be. You decided what you are, willing to show up for and not willing to show up for. And that's even in the personal life where, somebody maybe invites you to a social gathering and you don't feel like going, whereas before you would have just very begrudgingly gone because, that is what a good person does type of thing. I feel that you're in the space now where you were like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to, which is good. The thing about life is there are people that are always going to be committed to misunderstanding us. No matter what we say, no matter what we do, no matter how we explain, no matter how good our intentions are. And I can see that it's not that you didn't feel anymore, but it's like you sort of put yourself first more and you stepped away from that, and that's very powerful. Okay? It's powerful and it's empowering and enriching to others because people pick that up in your energy and they see the difference as well. Okay? They follow you and they see, okay, this is what Pisces does, so let me do that as well. And so, it doesn't just benefit you, it benefits everyone. Okay? This power that you're stepping into. Let's look at your current space because this current space is looking so sexy. Temperance energy. Sagittarius energy. Okay? So a definite shift here in energy, a change in energy, going from the dark to the light. Alright? I think that is probably like the best way to describe it, going from the dark to the light. Really giving yourself a chance, really giving yourself an opportunity to grow, embarking on things that are important to you, things that are serving your heart and your higher purpose, and the direction that you'd like to go in life and the end result that you'd like to have, and the way that you'd like to feel and experience the rest of your life. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. If you are maybe in a space where you are sort of studying anything at the moment, or taking those action steps, I'm going to encourage you to continue with that as long as it serves your highest good. Okay? Don't be afraid to step away from anything, because whatever you're stepping away from, you're stepping towards more. Okay? Energy going forward for you. 5 of Pentacles. So there might be spaces where you feel guilty going forward, where you feel like, I should do this for them and I should do that for them. There might be some guilt that is stepping forward here for you, Pisces, with your growth, so sort of like, I'm doing well, but now they're not doing well, and is this my fault sort of thing. Remember that every soul signs up for their own contract as they come into this world, and it's not really your job to save anyone. You can be there for others, you can support others, but it's not really, it's not really your job to take their hand and to lead them through life, because some people will never really bother to tap into their own strength because you can do it for them. And in that sense, we might mean it very well, but we might actually withhold people from living the sort of like the life potential, the contract that they came into this life, to experience and to process. Okay? Direct message from the universe for you, beautiful Pisces. My dog is sleeping. So you got the 5 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the 8 of Swords. Coming out of a difficult situation once again into the light. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So emotions are challenging at the moment. This might be a space where you're actually connecting with new love or rekindling an old flame. There's also a space of setting your cards very clearly on the table. All right. If you are here with me, we can do things together. Otherwise, the answer is no. All right. So very clear with your terms and conditions, which I actually love. I see stability in emotions happening. Very good news for love. Overcoming a lot of challenges and blockages and inner turmoils and, sort of like overcoming inner trauma to really, really live a beautiful life going forward. Okay? So that's what I have for you, beautiful Pisces. I hope that it helps. If it resonates with you doing so, I'd really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see you next time.